right, good Wednesday evening, everybody. We have got a nice stretch of sunny, dry weather coming up with low humidity, so perfect timing for the last weekend of the fair. We're going to wrap up the fair with really good fall weather. I think it's going to be comfortably warm in the afternoon, but actually kind of nice, cool first thing in the morning. We're looking at mid-50s for lows over the weekend. And here's the reason why. A front has come through. We saw a little bit of rain with the front in South Mississippi earlier today. That's now done. The high pressure behind the front is going to be our weather maker. Winds around high pressure in the northern hemisphere flow clockwise. So in this position, we get our winds in Mississippi coming in from the north and northeast, and that high is coming in from Canada, so it's got some cooler air associated with it. So that's why temperatures are going to trend down just a little bit. It's not going to be a major front. We're just going to cool down to near normal for mid-October because we've been way above average over the past several days. So that's going to help us out just a little bit. We could use more rain, but we're just not going to get it over the next several days. Speaking of rain, the last of the rain from today moving through the southwestern part of the state, that is now diminished. And for the rest of the night, we're just going to see clearing skies, decreasing clouds. It'll be fair first thing in the morning, and these temperatures are going to be coming down. The dew point's going to come down as the dry air comes in, thanks to that north wind. So as the dew point falls into the 50s to low 60s in the morning, the actual temperature is going to dip back into the low 60s. Cooler the farther north you go, about 60 in Yazoo City and Carthage, 63 in Jackson, about 66 closer to the Louisiana state line. And then tomorrow, only in the lower to mid 80s for highs. And remember, low humidity, so there's not going to be a heat index. This is the way it's actually going to feel out there. Still, even though we've significantly cooled down, it's still a little bit above average. The average high is 81. We'll be at 83 and about 86 in Hattiesburg. Still, a very nice night at the fair tomorrow night. After the sun goes down, temperatures drop quickly through the 70s, and then we're going to be in the mid-60s by 10 o'clock, and there's still going to be a little bit of a north breeze out there. So feeling like fall finally out at the fair, and it's going to be a good weekend to wrap up the fair. No rain in the forecast. The fair actually does go through Monday because that is Columbus Day. So high pressure to the north of us, going to move across the Great Lakes. Right behind it, another front is going to move across the northern tier states, but that really won't be affecting our weather all that much. It's going to pass us by to the north, so we just stay sunny and dry. No major changes over the next several days. In the Atlantic, we're watching three things now. We've got, of course, our named tropical system. This is Jerry, getting stronger. It's north and east of the Caribbean. Well, let's say east of the Caribbean. And you see St. Lucia on the map there, and you see where Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands are. But the storm's going to turn to the north before it reaches the Caribbean, and it's even going to pass to the east of Bermuda, and by early next week this is going to be headed out to sea. Should become at least a Category 1 hurricane. Then we've got that wave that we have been watching now in the Bay of Campeche, but it's actually moving into Mexico. So it ran out of water. It's not going to have a chance to develop before it moves over land. There's another, you see spin right there in the North Atlantic. That's got a low chance of developing as well. I don't think either one of those will, but just something to watch over the next couple of days. So for tonight, decreasing clouds. We're going to see a brisk north wind even overnight to bring down the humidity and the temperature. So we'll be at 63 first thing in the morning. And then tomorrow, nice day. Sunny skies, low humidity, a nice north breeze, and your high temperature at 83 degrees. And it gets even better over the weekend because with the dry air and the clear skies expected at night, temperatures will be allowed to fall back even more by Saturday and Sunday morning, down to about 56 degrees. It's still going to be warm in the afternoon, but not hot or humid. So let's say low to mid 80s. And then gradually we're going to warm back up as we get into next week. Still okay in the morning, but just kind of getting warm in the afternoon, getting back up to about 88 by next Wednesday. But then again, another cold front's going to come through. We're thinking about the third week of October. That should knock our temperatures back down once again. October, normally our driest month of the year. Take a look at that forecast. That's the definition of dry. And when the next front comes through to cool us down again, I think it's going to be another one of those dry fronts. So I'm not really expecting much in the way of rain, at least over the next couple of weeks. That, of course, is going to make the drought even worse. We did get some rain earlier this week, but probably wasn't enough to really affect our drought numbers. So we'll see tomorrow when the new numbers come out where we stand. think we're going to be okay, especially in South Mississippi. Remember, they got a ton of rain in Pike County earlier this week, but it's the northern part of the state. They didn't see as much as we got earlier this week, so it's still going to be the Delta, North Mississippi, let's say the east central part of the state around Meridian, and then the eastern part of the Pine Belt and down towards the Gulf Coast, where we really do need rain, but we're just not going to get it over the next couple of weeks. All right, we will have another update coming up tomorrow morning with meteorologist Megan Hanna. Until then, have a good night.